Hi, this is Heather K. Margolis with Channel Maven Consulting, here today with Alex Krasny. Thanks for joining us.
No problem.
We wanted to talk to you about streamlining your communications to partners. It's no shock that when we talk to partners, their biggest complaint is that they are bombarded by information from you, usually by email.
Absolutely, and getting a handle on these messages is a real challenge, especially when you have a number of different teams who communicate to partners directly.
So we've got some tips for you to help you better manage communications to partners and ensure that your important messages are received and, of course, read.
So tip number one is to centralize. If your account managers, communications teams, and programs teams all communicate with partners, designate which ones should send which messages and when, so you're not bombarding partners with a ton of email. Email is still the top way to communicate with partners, but they may not want 200 messages a week.
No, not so much.
No, not really.
The next tip, talk to your partners. Find out what's working and what's not. What are their pain points? What do they really want to hear about?
Tip number three is to see what your competitors are doing. Do a little snooping, legally of course, to find out how they're communicating to partners to better serve your communications, and you might learn a thing or two about what to do or what not to do.
Exactly. Tip number four, create a pull rather than a push model. So what communications might be better in a blog or a tweet or in a LinkedIn group or a portal page? It's important to think about how often you're emailing versus if you could just post something out and have people come to that information.
So tip number five is to tier your communications. Always ask, is this necessary to my partner's business? Divide communications into two categories, the most important messages and the ones that are optional.
Number six, consolidate. Is this something that could wait for a newsletter and maybe you could put a bunch of information in one communication? By sending one email with multiple highlights, you get a better chance of the partner actually opening it and reading that email.
And wouldn't that be nice? So number seven is to use metrics to help you track which communications are effective, looking at click-throughs, website visits, what are most effective and what messages are read most often and which messages are not looked at all.
Right. So if you have other suggestions, other tips we should be adding to this, will be in a blog post. Please add that or send us an email, info@channelmavenconsulting.com. We're here to help.